coals, and I'm the runaway. You slaughtered your loving man, killed him in his sleep. The blood and crying of your murder simply stings the sheets. Yeah. Now you're a ghost on the highway, your gestures meaningless. You lost to the living and treading souls to the end. You thought winning as a woman meant failing as a friend. It's not an odd statement to drown a few passionate men. You made yourself a diamond, blind young men's eyes. You claim because they want your charm, they deserve to walk the line. You're a ghost on the highway. Your gestures meaningless. You're lost forever to the living and turn souls to the end. Yes, I will give you my love, so my soul would not starve. But it could never move the honest rock of what you are. You're a ghost on the highway. Your life's dry and meaningless. I hate you, but I love you. I'll carry that to the end. If I ever lie with you again, I pray I do not sleep. If I ever close my eyes again, I realize what you are to me. You are simply a liar, an animal who loves and steals until you become a bigger creature still. You're a ghost on the highway. You're trash and meaningless. I hate you, but I love you. I'll carry that to the end. You're lost on the highway. You're lost on the highway. You're lost on the highway. You're lost on the highway.
Great job.
This is Lube on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
It's pronounced Lube.
A long-time friend of ours. How long has it been? I mean, how long have I...
We've known each other 8 years. DJ'd a certain black metal banjo band of yours when I think I was 14 or 15 years old at Muse Music.
That was the first time we met, wasn't it?
I do believe it was, yes.
Damn. We only played at Muse like...
Yeah, I was there.
You DJ'd it.
Something like that.
Word. And it was magic ever since.
Magic. You know, Judas is one of the few people I regularly get love letters from.
Yeah, and you're one of the few people that I allow Judas to send them to.
It's true.
You know, next to Karl Malone, John Stockton, and LeVar Burton.
You left out Magic Johnson.
And Bill Nye the Science Guy, of course.
My 4 favorite Puerto Rican men.
Yeah, there's some great Puerto Ricans, aren't they? So, that last song that you played...
Yeah. It's a cover.
That was a cover song of
The Gun Club. Ghost on the Highway.
Who are those guys?
The Gun Club?
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
The Gun Club are great.
Oh.
Jeffrey Lee Pierce. I'm not sure if... I'm pretty sure Kid Congo plays on that record, but Kid Congo from the Cramps and...
Word.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you just pre-recorded that yourself, just
Yeah.
in your own studio, or what?
Yeah, so in the last couple of weeks, I released 4 albums I've done in the last 2 years. There's
That's
about
cool.
3 covers throughout all of it, but that one turned out particularly good. But they're all available on Bandcamp, lubeslc.bandcamp.com.
Indeed. What? Wizard.
It's not Pornhub.
What?
I just died for a
if
second.
that's what you were looking
Yeah.
for.
I know you did.
You killed me, Wizard. Ugh.
All right. I guess I'm taking over this gig. What do you got next for us?
Thank you, Wizard.
Thank you, Wizard. Without warning, a wizard talks by. Am I right?
True story. Again.
Okay. I'm going to play
True.
one more
True.
recording that's also a cover. This one is Throbbing Gristle's Very Friendly. And then I'm going to play some live music for you guys.
Indeed.
Okay. Here we go.
I mean, I'm dead. KWJUDAS.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Do it.
Free radio. Dead. You killed me again.
Don't do it. Do it. That's my cover of White Lines.
It was just an ordinary day in Manchester. Ian Brady and Myra Hindley drinking German wine. Their mother had gone to bed upstairs. She slept very well. They used to give her 3 Seconal every night with her cocoa. And Ian Brady put on his best clothes and his blue suede shoes and he decided to go out with Myra Hindley because it was 6 months and one of those special days. So Myra Hindley put on a dark wig and drove Ian Brady to the main line station. And while she stayed in the car, Ian Brady went cruising on the platform. Same night, Edward Evans was also getting dressed in his best. And his mother, who didn't know that he was a little bit inclined to the young men, wished him well as he slicked his hair and put on his winkle pickers. And he went down to the main line station. He waited for about an hour and he was beginning to think there was going to be any trade that night. And then somebody came towards him wearing those white shoes. And it was Ian Brady. And he introduced himself. He said, "Hi, my name's Ian. Saw you down at the Viking last week. Why don't you come back to my place and we can drink some German wine? I've got a car around the corner. My sister's there. She'll drive us back. It's only in Hyde. It's not too far. If it gets late, you can always stay the night." Ian Brady and Myra Hindley is very friendly. So Edward Evans and Ian Brady went to the car and Myra Hindley drove them back to the little council house, said hello to the dog. When they went in through the front door and their mother was still asleep upstairs. She made some excuses and she switched on the TV set. And it was This Is Your Life with Emin Andrews interviewing Sir Stanley Matthews. And she went into the kitchen, said she wanted to make some sandwiches for work tomorrow. And Ian Brady and Edward Evans sat on the sofa. And Ian Brady started to play with Edward Evans' fly. And he got a bottle and a couple of glasses. And right under the photo of Myra Hindley's mother, they started to drink. Drinking German wine. And Myra Hindley went over to the road to see David Smith and Maureen, her sister. And David Smith didn't have a shirt on and he was drinking tea with his wife. They had a TV set on too. They're on the game. It's only information. And she said to David Smith, "Why don't you come back to our place, David? We've got something rather special to show you." And he said, "Okay, let me just put on my jacket." And they both set off, walking through the night, walking through Hyde to their little house. One side of the house looking out onto the porch. He knocked on the door, but he was used to that because Ian Brady has some funny habits. Ian Brady and Myra Hindley, very friendly. And
rhino on the floor, which was lucky, and it took quite a few hits before Edward Evans goggled. Ian Brady asked David Smith for some rope, which he'd wrapped around a stick that he used to play with his dog, and they put it tight around Edward Evans' neck until he strangled, and he made a strange noise. And then he died!
The waiting man watches. And I watch the waiting man. Why does he wait? What does he say? What possesses him? Does he weigh with insidious purpose? What malice? What terrifying intention rests on his shoulders? Perhaps he stands as a vigil. Waiting to create someone's love. Or to repay some debt. The watching man looks west. How does he feel? Empty, save for nostalgia. Or is it hope that today the impossible will happen? as he leads to the place where he waits for tomorrow. Recognize the movement of the cloud. The man returns. He listens to the bells he longs to hear. What for the terrible echo of the past he tries desperately to recall. The world turns. The waiting man comes and goes, and one day comes no more. The world waits for his return as the seasons shift and shift again. Impossible moment when the books pass, when passions are satiated, when the world sighs, when the man is relieved, when the time comes, when the man goes and the sun sets, and all is as it should be. I wait for the waiting man and the watching man, and I'm the waiting man. The sun rises and falls, the seasons shift and shift again and then again. I forget why I wait. I forget the silhouette of the man. The mystery of his waiting. His infinite patience. I forget why I wait. And the road moves on. And the world 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 moves on. The world forgets the waiting
Lube on KWJUDAS. You kind of hurt my ears there for a second.
It's okay. Thanks
But
to
you-
the paid clappers,
You
the fake audience, the canned applause you threw in there meant
Hey.
a lot.
you know, you clap for yourself on KWJUDAS.
I have
Yeah,
to, I
yeah.
ha-
Just
I
'cause
have
nobody
to
can
clap
see
for
it
myself.
doesn't mean that you're not doing it.
Yeah.
But we don't just clap, we fap.
Yeah. Good. I mean, yeah, good.
It is good. So what was the name of that song?
Whenever I do loop stuff live, it's pretty much improvised. I've used that poem on a couple different recordings.
So you basically just kind of use the poem and as sort of a... Is that the structure?
A loose
or is-
outline. Yeah.
So it's more revolved around the poem or more revolved around the noises that you're making?
It's around the music I've made around the poem. I've tried
Right.
it several times in different different ways, and each time it has its own different thing.
So it's never the same way twice.
It can't be, because it's supposed to be a cathartic thing. It's about something that scares me that really happened, so every time I do it, it has to be a representation of how I feel about it in the moment. So that's why I don't really write the music to it. I make that happen on the fly. There is a recording of that. I believe it is on my 4th album, Lube number 4, and I think it's the 2nd track. It's much different.
Huh.
But
The
yeah.
way you just did that was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
It was rad.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Glad that you feel comfortable.
Thanks for
enough,
being.
to just let it all out, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what was it that scared you, if you don't mind me asking? Or is that too personal?
Not at all. I used to live at this house, and there was this guy that would sit on the corner every day for hours and hours through the different seasons, and would just look south on this corner across from where I lived. And something about that disturbed me. I wanted to know what he was waiting for or why he was watching. And then it made me also try to look harder at the things I look at, the things I wait for. What does it mean to be that guy on the corner that waits, I guess? And it's disturbing. I don't like him.
Well, he
would've
never
just told me what was
did
up,
anything
man.
to you, did he?
Oh, no, he just awkwardly stood 30 feet from where I lived.
What? Did you ever
Cool.
go talk to him?
Nah.
Is he still there?
I don't know. I don't live there anymore.
Well,
Fuck
have
him.
you ever been back to just check up on the guy?
If I had to choose a victim for a hit and run, the mystery of the waiting man would be enough for me to choose him.
Wow,
True story.
that's pretty awesome. So I noticed you got a pretty cute pink box there.
Yeah, this I got for cheap. It's a company called Critter Guitari. I believe they're out of Chicago. They make
And you
some
didn't paint
super
it pink
neat-
yourself?
Nope. They make super neat gear. It's all like this, small boxes with maple buttons.
That's super neat.
They're synths that are just made to be played by anyone. No
That's
musical
badass.
knowledge.
So you can only find it online or what?
I got this off Salt Lake Gear Swap, but yeah, you can order direct from Critter and Guitari. They have some
And
really
what-
neat stuff.
What does it do, just so the audience kind of...
That's a bass synth. So it plays bass notes. You have knobs that change depending on the setting you're on, and it also has a built-in sequencer.
Right.
It also has MIDI in and out, so I can sequence other synthesizers with it, or have it be sequenced by other things.
Would
Super
you-
practical, super simple synth. So
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's
so
cool.
it
It's
kind of
fun.
just makes things
it's a
a
noise
lot
toy.
lower, a lot deeper.
Yeah, it's all. I'll show you.
Yeah, please give us a demonstration if you wouldn't mind. For the listeners here, obviously you can't see what he's doing, but he's got a keyboard hooked into this pink box. And yeah, just kind of describe what you're about to do here.
Okay, so it has basically a keyboard layout. They're tiny, cute maple keys. The box is about 3 inches by 6 inches, super small, 4 knobs on it. That's the green sound. That's the white sound. That's the blue sound. That's the purple sound. And the knobs on the purple sound, it's a feedback.
So they're all actually noted as just different colors.
There's 7 colors, and they're out of the 4 knobs. Third one is a tuning knob. Fourth is a volume, and first 2 influence the sounds, the color sounds differently depending on color. So
That
it's
is-
super simple. It's a
that's
great
awesome.
instrument for people who
What about this?
don't know about synthesis.
this other thing that you've got on the other side?
This is just a stereo delay that I really don't like. It's an Electro-Harmonix Memory Man with Hazarai. Whatever the fuck Hazarai is has yet to be determined.
Sounds cool though.
I like that it has stereo ins and outs, and that's beneficial for what I do, but it
you
is
don't really
limited.
use it much, or what?
No, I use it a lot. I had a bunch of gear stolen. I had a 1970s Electro-Harmonix. I think is it 16-second delay, and that pedal's super neat. And this was the closest thing I could get now, but it definitely fails. Yeah.
So, whoever's listening, don't buy this shit.
No, it works. Just know what you're getting. It's
Right.
It's cheap for a reason.
Indeed. How much did that cost you?
I think those go for about $250, so not terrible. Maybe
Yeah, that's
cheaper.
still kinda-
Don't quote me on that,
That's
audience.
a little pricey for just a little pedal that you don't even like.
Yeah, I mean it has looper functions.
And how much did the pink box cost?
Those are cheap. So I got that in a trade, about $100 in value, but I think they're about $250 new.
Right.
Well worth it. They also make one that just does keyboard, and they have one called an organelle, which works on a open platform programming thing called Pure Data. So you can actually program patches inside of the synth. It's got an HDMI cable, so you hook up a like screen and a mic, and you can edit your own patches in it. That instrument is so fucking cool. But Freedom Guitar is great.
Oh, yeah.
American made, baby.
So are you running the keyboard through those two things, or are they just kind of their own separate, almost their own separate entity or
They're
instruments?
separate on this. Yeah, I haven't played
They
the
kinda make
keyboard
their own
at all
noises.
yet. You can MIDI connect either of those. But
Cool.
yeah.
And then another question I had, since we're already talking about the setup you've got,
Please.
is there a reason that you've got both your amps on the side?
Yeah, it is. So they're both upside down.
Well, they're not upside down.
No, they are.
They're-
They are, Judas, because the whole idea of having them on their side is so that the quarter inch is at the top. So it's super close to whatever I'm putting on top and plugging in.
Right.
So technically I set it up bass backwards,
Right.
and I'm not benefiting from that. But that's the reason. They also take up less width, less actual floor space this way. So
Yeah.
that's that.
You could stack them on top of each other.
I had never considered that, and wow, a true innovator here.
I was just wondering, that's all.
So,
Yeah.
I got something for y'all.
Okay.
All right, let's have it, Wizard.
It's a wizard's useless fact.
Oh, God, not another Wizard's useless fact. Is this one about the armadillo again?
So, most
As this guy licks the mic. All right, Wizard.
You don't know where
Let's
that's
have
been, dude. So, most American car horns honk in the key of F.
Oh, I've heard this one.
It's useless fact, though. It is.
Totally useless.
Huh. So, have you us a song in the key of car horn?
I may be wrong, but I believe all my songs are in the key of car horn.
Well, shit, Wizard. That wasn't that useless of a fact, now was it?
There you go. You guys
Way to
ready?
go.
Ready to be hit with another wave of sound here?
Yeah, we got another one
Okay.
here live for you. Well, no, this is not live. This is a pre-record.
Yeah, this is off my album this is a collaboration album. It's called Cackle Lube with my friend Breton, who's great.
Hell yeah. KWJUDAS Lube on Free Radio Provo. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. And here it goes. Fap. Fap, fap. Lube here on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo, Provo, Provo.
cannot see and smoke fills my lungs. I feel my skin sizzling and pain comes in bright stabs over every inch of my body. I don't die. My charred skin clings to my flesh and I fall. I feel my ears expand and then burn. I fall to my knees and I cannot scream. I've started a fire more powerful than will. A thing alive and insatiable. Its pursuit of the fuel is regular as the movement of the sun. My fuel is spent. My person fully changed to cause I cool in what remains of me, black powder on the wind. Life is the rays from the earth. The sun climbs down. The breeze remains. I've started a fire I cannot extinguish. I want to grow. I want to grow. cannot. The flames get too high. The flames get too high. I've started a fire I cannot extinguish. The flames get too high. You follow me to my house. You follow me to my car. You follow me to the bar. Watch me pray. Watch me stay. Watch me pray. You follow me to my house. You follow me to my bed. You follow me to the middle of my head. Watch me pray. Watch me stay. Watch me pray. Follow me to my room. You follow me maybe too soon. You follow me to the middle of my dream. Watch me slay. Watch me pray.
Boy, oh boy, I sure do love the Derpinsley Tri-Annual Summer Christmas Parade they do every year. And being part of it makes me every winter even more special. And oh, I just wish I didn't have to pick up all these horse droppings.
What's that, kid? Picking up after the jingle horse's feet got you down?
Gee, Derpinsley guy, it's the worst. The jingle horse just poops too much.
Oh, poor old kid.
Geezers, I don't get me started on the reindeer.
Damn, that sucks.
The reindeers suck, but his goddamn jingle horse, I don't know if I can take it anymore, Derpinsley guy.
Well, shut the hell up, kid, for a second.
Oh,
Derpinsley has just what you need.
you do?
I said shut the hell up for a second, kid.
Ah!
That's right, Derpinsley's new equestrial bowel stopper.
It just looks like a giant butt plug.
Just what you need to prevent more of those pesky road apples from happening to you. What would you rather do? Just shove them in your mouth?
Agro.
And don't talk about baby Jesus like that, stupid.
Ow.
Derpinsley, brought to you by Derpinsley. And remember, if it doesn't say Derpin, it's not Derpinsley. All right, so we're at the top of the midnight hour. And I have to say that means we've got about 10 minutes left.
About 10 minutes, huh?
Actually, exactly 10 minutes, right when I looked at the clock. That was kind of remarkable.
He said 10 minutes on the second.
Right on the dot, almost.
I don't like that.
It was incredible. It was a Christmas miracle.
It was wizardly.
So, before we do anything more, we definitely do got to plug the show that would technically be happening tomorrow night if you're listening when this show is being broadcast.
Tomorrow
night.
in the future.
Yeah, we're talking to you from the past. We're coming to you. So if one of us dies, then the show is not happening. Well, it's still happening, but one of us may not be there because we died. Holy shit. Anyways, it's at City Limits, 440 West Center Street in Provo on December 23rd, 2017. For those of you who are listening to this from way in the future, and this already happened, which means we're talking to you from even more in the past. Holy shit. So, we're going to have Lube here, who's been putting on a hell of a performance. And then we're going to have Poet, who always puts on a hell of a performance. One of the greatest rappers around that I know of, at least. One of them. Gotta love Poet. If you haven't heard him, you need to hear him. And we have some on-tour guests, I believe, who are coming from New York. I'm not positive about that. But they're coming here with an avant-garde performance where they have an animated film that goes along with their performance. But you can keep that going. It kind of like adds to it.
Yeah, I didn't even
I kind of thought it sounded cool. Yeah, don't stop. That sounded cool. Yeah, just keep it going. Anyways, so an avant-garde tale, which is narrated by Plutonian Burrito.
Question.
That is actually the name of the band.
Can an avant-garde actually protect you?
It's Plutonian fucking Burrito. And then, of course, we have Captain America's Wiener. Yeah, deep throating it with Lube.
That sounds
Poet,
great.
Plutonian Burrito, Adam Bean on the schlong bone. He's going to be schlonging it up. We have Captain Dano also, who's going to be helping out with the captainry. He's kind of an avant-garde hip-hop artist.
Salute.
And, fuck, am I forgetting somebody? Is there anyone I'm forgetting? There's got to be somebody. There's so many people playing this night.
Christmas? Did you
It's
mention
Christmas.
Santa?
Yeah, and Bruce. Okay, here's the cool thing. I don't know if any of you guys know about this, but Backdoor Bruce, the old guy at City Limits, has actually said that he's down to dress up like Santa Claus. And he's going to hand out all of our white elephant gifts. So bring some white elephant gifts. There's going to be a potluck dinner. Bring some food. Or eat some food.
Have you
or do
thought
both.
about gender-neutral elephant gifts or racially neutral elephant gifts? Or
I've thought about a lot of things. I'm probably just going to put, a six-pack of my own phlegm that I've been working on for the last few months in Miller High Life bottles that I think my cousin threw away. It's going to be a hoot and holler, folks.
yes.
December 23rd at City Limits. Lube, Captain America's Wiener, Plutonian Burrito, Poet, Adam Bean, and Captain Dave. Don't miss it. Brought to you by Drex Records and Derpinsley. We'd like to thank you all for joining us on another exciting and exclusive episode of KWJUDAS on Free Radio Provo. We now return you to your regular free radio programming.